doing some hard rambling away down the road. Hard traveling, hard rambling, hard drinking, hard gambling. I've been doing some hard traveling, Lord.
This day will arrive in Amsterdam. We'll have a morning arrival, an afternoon at leisure. Then next day we'll be going to The Hague, Rotterdam, Nijmegen, and starting our Rhine River cruise. Let's see now, cruising to Cologne, Brabant, Koblenz.
I've been having some hard rambling. I've been doing some hard traveling. I've been doing some hard traveling, Lord.
On our European vacation is Amsterdam, Holland. The first thing one notices, besides the canals, the number of... It's overcast and clear today. We might get some rain. We're going on a walk in our tour group. And I'll send you a card from our next stop. Love, Holland.
This is the Anne Frank house where the young girl hid from the Nazis from 1942 to 1944. It's been converted into a museum, and we just finished touring it. It's on a part of Amsterdam, like many parts, that is by a canal. This is one of 5 or 6 canals that go around what's called the center of the city. From here, we're going to stroll back towards our hotel and maybe see 2 or 3 more sites on the way.
We're at The Hague, and this is the Palace of Peace, where international law is settled, all matters of international arbitration. And we've been touring around The Hague for about 15 minutes. And we're just about ready to get on our bus and go to Nijmegen to board our cruise ship to cruise down the Rhine.
The 4711 Chimes was built 1946 in order to keep the memory alive of the semi-French origin of that eau de Cologne. And 40% firm. On the Rhine River.
High, round, defensive tower, dating from the Middle Ages, which is visible from afar. At the entrance to the town, there's a 400-year-old crane formerly used for loading ships.
We've just passed the first of many famous vineyards along the Rhine River. We're in a real pretty section.
siren used to comb her golden hair and sing songs that so bewitched their listeners on the river below that they would forget to watch where they were going. And they're both on this promontory, so the legend goes, a beautiful siren used to comb her golden hair on Lorelei Rock and sing songs that so bewitched the boaters into crash. What they actually thought it was the echoes that would go back and forth at this particular spot of the river. The rock used to come all the way down into the river. You know, there was no road there.
Yeah, well, I was expecting it to look like a, you know...
You're supposed to be able to see the devil's claws, where the devil tried to stop God from making this beautiful.
What time do we get to Basel?
About 2 o'clock, I think. Yeah, then we're taking a bus to a hotel.
On the balcony, what probably has to be the best hotel we've ever stayed at in our lives. We're 5 stories up and we're overlooking Lake Lucerne. We can see Mount Pilatus off in the distance, a bunch of boats on the lake. We're about a block away from the center of the old city. The room's furnished with antique. We're probably going to do some shopping and then go out to a restaurant tonight where they have a yodeling contest, I think. And then tomorrow we'll either go up the mountain or we'll go out on the lake. We just had to explain to Billy what the bidet is for, and we told him what he shouldn't do into it.
Hey, this is a bridge over the Reuss River in Lucerne. There are medieval murals depicting the Danse Macabre. This bridge dates back to the 15th century, and it's over a rushing river. There's another one that we have to cross, but right now we have to go feed the swans and go.
You know, I really think it's gonna start to rain.
Oh, I know the weather isn't good, so I think we should go back to the hotel and get some tea. What do you think, Bill?
Yeah, we should go.
This
All
is
right,
the
let's
Chateau
do
de
that.
Chillon. Francois Bonivard was in prison for over 6 years because he opposed the Duke of Savoy. The story is that he wore grooves in his dungeon cell while walking back and forth.
By Michelangelo. And in the middle, that's called the veil, which weighs about 26 pounds. They had to be very strong at that time. And to the right, that's an armor of the 15th century. It's quite heavy as well. And when the soldiers fell off their horses, they needed help to get up.
So what do you think of the castle?
It's neat and everything. I've seen a lot of castles though.
So you know what we're doing now?
Aren't we gonna go to the lake? We're gonna walk to the lake with the group.
We're taking the boat on Lake Geneva over to Montreux. And tonight we have dinner free, so we need to pick a restaurant. And you need to finish your postcards. And then tomorrow we leave early and we drive to Dijon. So tomorrow night we do some shopping and go buy some mustard.
Mustard?
Mustard.
Dijon mustard.
Yes, it's very famous. Very famous. And
So
I
we can
think,
have pâté and mustard.
Pâté and mustard for sure.
Yum.
So we have about 10 minutes before. And did Billy go up to the tower?
Yes, you did.
Okay, it's about 130 some steps up to
Something
the
like
tower,
that,
so he ought to be able to get up there in 5 or 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Let's go see what Linda's up to.
Okay.
What are you up to, Linda?
Mom, what are you up to?
I'm shooting this movie camera.
Yeah.
Here we are in the left bank of the River Seine. We've just taken the metro over here and we're facing Notre Dame.
That's Notre Dame in the background there.
I know.
We're going to go see that tomorrow. Here comes a tour boat, a canal boat, coming up the river.
The
And-
River Seine.
The River Seine.
We're gonna go to the Lido tonight.
This is Sunday. Hi, Mom and Peter. It's okay. Yes, Noel. Of Notre Dame Cathedral, and we hear the bourdon. The bourdon is the biggest bell of Notre Dame Cathedral that was offered to the church by Louis XIV in the 17th century, and it has the lowest tones of the city. Only the bell itself, it weighs 13 tons. So we under vertically, you see. They're also horizontally parts. And you see that the church, in fact, is composed of 3 levels. First of all, the portals on the ground level, surmounted by 28 statues. These statues represent the kings of Israel, ancestors of Christ. In the middle of the main facade, you do see this beautiful rose window with Mary and her child Jesus, 2 angels. The last level is composed of 2 square towers and no steeples because in Notre Dame Cathedral there haven't been any spires on the 2 towers, steeples. It wasn't planned, designed like that. They found all designs of Notre Dame equal in height, 226 feet high.
Oh my God!
Oh,
It wasn't here last time I was in Paris.
is this the obelisk?
Well, I haven't brought my guidebook this morning, but I think it is, well, in other words, this obelisk used to be standing for about 3,000 years outside the Temple of Luxor, and I think that this must be one of your next trips, because if you like the beauty of Paris, you like the beauty of Egypt as well.
Oh, yes.
And you will see the missing space just outside the Temple of Ramses II in Luxor.
Oh, good. That's
The obelisk here, by reading the
Yeah.
hieroglyphic,
Yeah.
you will get the rest of the story
Oh, I
on the
see.
other one, which
I
is located on the right-hand side.
I understand. Thank you.
If you look right over there, is where they had the guillotine set up, and they guillotined Louis XVI after the Revolution.
Right
And
out
all-
here in the public.
Right up between those 2 statues over there, and they did executions here as well. They probably executed about 1,500 people here. Over there you've got the American Embassy, that building on the left. And if you have another there, a palace built by Louis XV, Louis XVI, and of course the Louvre is behind us. Let's get back on the bus and go look at Montmartre.
Main facade.
How long did it take you to paint that?
3 hours about.
About 3 hours?
Yeah.
It's very good.
Thank you.
It's in watercolor?
Original, yes, not print.
It's pretty. Where it's right here.
This one is this place. This place with the artist.
They're all working.
Oh là là, c'est bon, c'est
This
bon.
place also.
Et votre nom, monsieur?
Fong, c'est Fong, monsieur Fong là.
Pong.
Ouais.
Pong, it's Montmartre?
Ah oui, Montmartre, j'ai écrit ici. Là.
Yeah, merci.
Merci, monsieur.
Well, here we are on the hovercraft moving swiftly at about 40 or 50 miles an hour from LA to Dover on what appears to be a rough sea, but it's actually relatively calm for this time of year.
This hovercraft is really fun, but it's pretty bumpy and it's pretty noisy also. But it's fun and it's fast. More exciting than the Rhine cruise.
No, the water didn't come right up here. It's built up. Water was down there, channel from the river. Built beside the river originally.
Hi there.
That is because the people who were executed here were only those people who were members of the royal family or a very high privileged place in society. And it was a privilege to be executed here, however ironic it may sound, because it was done quickly, privately, with virtually nobody present. The first person to die here was Anne Boleyn. As you probably know, of course, when people were executed, they were normally executed by putting their neck and shoulders onto a wooden block. The head was removed, hopefully, by only one blow of an executioner's axe. But in the case of Anne Boleyn, so Anne Boleyn walked to this area here, up onto a wooden platform or scaffold, and she knelt with her head upright, and the head was taken off with one stroke of the execution saw. They then dragged an old arrow chest, and they stood her up against the wall, facing out towards the public execution site. And they pressed her head towards that way and forced her to watch the execution of her young husband. And then they brought her back down here to her own execution. The last person to die here, we know for sure, was Robert Devereux, Earl of Essex. As you know,
This is the old guard, the current guard, changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. This guard that we're seeing right now is the current guard that's going off duty. This is the Queen's. They are not flying the Union Jack because the Queen is not in residence at Buckingham Palace.
Had lunch at Sally Lunn's. I think we ought to. By the way, this has been here since 1482. Did you know that?
Yes, I know it. Wasn't that delicious?
I just wanted to briefly remind you what we've done since the parade. First there was the play, which you missed.
Yeah, I feel better now, though.
And the next day we went to the museum. And what did you like best at the museum?
I liked the House of Horrors.
Fine. At the British Museum, I was asking about what
the
exactly.
British Museum, the Pantheon was really special.
Yeah, right. And then the next day, of course, there was Madame Tussauds, and then the rubbing, and of course the farewell dinner, which we got in there, and then the dinner and show at Titty Dolls.
Yes, that was nice. But now I want to go down the Avon River.
Okay, I think let's do the Avon River and have a nice dinner in Bath.
In Bath.
Bath. Bath.
Isn't this neat, Molly? These Roman baths?
Yeah.
This was dedicated. No, I mean this was founded in 75 A.D.
That must be one
below the actual city. It's 20 feet below the city of Bath, and it's really special. These are hot
mineral water
Think
here.
that was a fish that we saw?
I saw it. It was a fish.
Yes, it was. It was a fish. It was swimming around.
There it is.
There it is over there. I wish the rain would
Piece
stop.
of wood.
See, look at it. See,
Yeah.
That's a weird fish.
So we're 20 feet below the actual city of Bath, and these are the only mineral water, natural springs in England.
I know, what kind of hand?
Well, 20 days ago we started out on a cold, wet day in Amsterdam, and here we are on another cold, wet day just outside of Andover on our way to Frimley at Stonehenge. This is a lucky stop for us.
I know.
How do you think they did that, Bill?
I don't know.
It's a mystery, huh?
Nobody knows.
Tomorrow we're going home,
Yay.
going back to LA.
I'm so homesick.
You ready to go home?
Yeah.
I'm ready to see Chuckles. Hey, Chuckles. Hi, Chuckles.
Get the guard. Get the guard.
Oh, here comes.
What are you doing, Bill?
Hey, what? Look at this. Look at this. 17 days, grand highlights. What do you think about that?
You're kidding. We just got home.
Well, yeah, but look at this. Look. 31 days. England, Holland, Germany, Austria. We could
Seen
get
it.
to. No,
Seen
no,
it.
Italy. How about best of Ireland? That's good. Ireland. Ireland and Britain. That's not
I
bad.
am so tired
Oh wait,
of...
no, get this. Scandinavia. Huh? Scandinavia?
Oh, Bill, you're kidding.
Gothic splendor.
Seen it. Seen Gothic Splendor.
Okay, okay. Okay, forget that, forget that. Africa. Africa. Look at this. 2 days in Samburu, 3 at Kikokuru in the Maasai,
Oh,
2 in
gosh.
Amboselia, and 2 in Savo. One of them under canvas. One under canvas. Plus Mount Kenya Safari Club.
No,
Treetops.
no, no.
Treetops.
I just read a bunch of Italian
I
terms
wrote it.
about
No, that's
Robin
good.
Astor.
Okay, the Orient. The Orient. Definitely the Orient. Here's what.